So we've been having an oil leak, and we've having some, more recently, having smoking going on with our port engine here. So my buddy Tom and I were working on figuring the oil leak out, and it was something looks like it was coming on the bottom of the aftercooler. And so we were looking to see if if oil is getting into the aftercooler through the turbo. So we're starting to take stuff apart here, and I took off just the air intake here, and that has oil coming out it and around it, and oil's not supposed to be there. It's not supposed to be over there at all. So we're going to take some things apart, and hopefully I might have to change out this core in the middle here. Also, there's a tropical storm, maybe hurricane coming in a few days here. So we are down here in Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina, in September of 2025. So yeah, we're figuring our ducks out and hopefully get into a safer place before hurricane comes. It's getting stressful on the boat. This is the turbo removed. Cooler. Oil down in there. Oil in there. Oil coming out the inside of the turbo. We got aftercooler off, we got turbo off, we got air intake off. There's too much oil and everything. So replacing the turbo core, putting things back together, and hoping there's way less oil where it should be. So I got the cool side of the turbo here, and then the replacement core here, using some of this red RTV high temp silicone to make a gasket. We'll get that put back together, get the aftercooler stuck back in there and hooked up, and get the turbo stuck back in there and hooked up, and hope it works a heck of a lot better than it did.
Now that you have those lightly marked, and then look in the holes, you should be able to see, is there a dot?
Alright, that's the one hole I'm reusing. Alright, we figured out that our fit works, so we got our sealing paste on there again, and we're going to put that together. Alright, I'm working back, engine hole, trying to install stuff, get stuff put back together here. So I got the aftercooler back in here. I ended up reusing the paper gasket. You should do a new paper gasket, but there's no Volvo parts dealers around here. And it's the weekend, and there's a storm coming, so we're putting it back together with the old paper gasket for now. We'll get this aftercooler screwed back on. There's 2 bolts there. There's 1 bolt on the bottom. And then we'll get the hoses connected to that. And then we'll work on getting, the big challenge is going to be getting that turbo with its hose that goes into the aftercooler to go into where the turbo needs to go, and then also connect to that because that's a tight fit in 2 directions. So we will see how that goes. All right. As far as I can tell, this is going to be the best angle to put the turbo back in. So I put it in, rotated slightly up from where it needs to be on there. I think I'm going to be able to rotate down. I'm going to have to use a couple screwdrivers to get that the hose going to the aftercooler. There's not a lot of slack there, but I believe I can pry it enough with a couple of screwdrivers while I rotate it to get it to line up there. And it's pretty close to flush on this side. There's a little nub that sticks out on the bottom, and so you can't get it flush unless it's rotated to the right angle, which is probably good. All right, sure enough, got it on there. All right, we got our hoses hooked up for the most part. Just have to hook up the oil supply for the turbo and then hook up the air intake. All right, and we are up and running again.
How are you feeling, Anna? Good, but cold. We're all a little cold. Yep, you're shivering. Our boat has yet to have hot water, and the girls came back very sandy and salty. So we did hot sink shower or sink baths at the marina that closed earlier than it was supposed to, so we didn't get gas, but we didn't have showers. They didn't have showers. Yeah, they said on their ad, and other people said they had showers. We could not find if there were showers. So we did a sink bath for all of us, and now we're going back to the boat, trying not to get splashed with seawater. We'll see how it goes out there with all the other boats. But pretty nice. We're gonna go get hot dinner tonight off the boat with our friends.
Yay! I really want hot dinner.
Yeah.
When it's cold dinner, I am going to play.
What's going on?
Engine don't work good.
Towel?
So our port engine doesn't seem to be working correctly. I think there's maybe an issue with the prop. It's an issue where you put it in gear and you accelerate, and sometimes it goes and sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it'll go to 2,000 RPM and sometimes it'll go to 750 RPM, and it's just like, so I don't know. So I talked to people and they were saying that maybe the prop was the issue, because it feels like we got folding prop, and it feels like sometimes it's maybe not engaging and opening correctly. I dove down and it seems like it opens, I don't know, it opens and closes and spins. I couldn't tell for sure if it's attached to the shaft correctly, and so I don't know if the shaft is spinning and the propeller's not spinning, or what's going on with that. But it's getting later in the evening here, and it was dark. I had a couple underwater flashlights that helped a bit, but it's still, it was getting dark, and it's getting dusk, and dusk isn't great for sharks and all that stuff. Get the propeller again tomorrow maybe, or see if we can come up with other ideas. If it was consistent and just whatever, if we were stuck at a certain RPM, that'd be one thing, but it's like you never know when you go to accelerate, you never know if it's going to work or not. We just tried going into the fuel dock with some extra wind, and it was not a great time with the fuel dock, because sometimes I would go forward and it would work, and sometimes I'd go and it would do absolutely nothing. So, it's frustrating. Project boat.
We're trying to salvage Serenity now.
Salvaging Serenity. Serenity on fire.
But we're safely anchored now. And our buddy boat over there is sending us their encouragement. And,
they've been very helpful.
They've been very, very helpful. I'll let them keep all of the vegan cheese I gave them.
Yes, yep.
Give them all our mahi and all our vegan cheese.
Weird gifts.
Purple sparkly polish.
Okay, it goes on my eyes. Just very, very soft and very gentle. Which eye are you doing first?
I'm doing that.
Okay.
That looks so cool.
Oh, good job being gentle.
Haley, what you doing, sweetie?
I'm making Mommy some eyeshadows.
You're making her some eyeshadow? Oh, look at that.
I don't even know what it looked like, but I'm pretty sure it's
Oh, my
interesting.
goodness.
Change color.
Oh, not down the neck, please. Just keep it on the face.
Oh dear.
It went from eyeshadow to, oh, we'll make you look kind of like a fairy to, you're a dragon!
Yep.
I'm apparently
So-
now a
Gemstone dragon.
A gemstone dragon. My powers are telekinesis and sparkle fog. So
Okay.
I don't
can
think
breathe-
you should
Or sparkle
Gem
breath.
telekinesis.
Gem
And
telekinesis.
also they have beautiful nails.
Well, we're not going to do nails right now.
So,
Mom's going to clean up.